Good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Keith Parris. I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Good morning, DJ.
Good morning.
Clark. And then, of course, Jermaine Rideout.
Welcome back.
You was here more yesterday than you here today.
Hey, man, I couldn't take it, man. You know, as I was riding in the comfort of my own vehicle, listening to the station, you know, I just couldn't let it alone, man, because I missed y'all. So I had to call and say I am here in spirit.
Where was you at?
I was on the road.
On the road again.
On the road.
You had a concert?
No.
Hey, man, you don't have to share your business, man.
I had a studio set.
He be all up in mine.
Yeah, I sure do. I sure do.
You trying to get what's your so scared number?
777-9311.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you be all up in dude's business, man.
Hey,
Like
man.
I said, he be all up in mine.
Yeah. And until you give me my fade, I'm gonna stay all up in yours.
All right, man. I mean, the weather's starting to get back better, so.
And I keep my ball in the car, so I play winter, spring, summer, fall.
Yesterday was really nice, and it was only like in
like 40
50s.
something. Yeah.
But I thought, now this is the weather.
You have to shovel the snow.
We be out there on the playground in
telling
this
you,
weather,
man,
man.
I
This
swear.
is the open. This is opening week.
The ball be wet.
Ball be wet. Be out there, man. And this is.
Yeah.
Shoot, I should have drove by Washington Park. See how many kids were out playing in Washington Park.
You don't see that no more.
No. That Washington Park is packed.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I mean, but it used to be a point in time, like you ride past the Tot Lot, you ride past Lincoln Park, Garden Home, Keith, and they'd be out there balling. It's like now it's like crickets.
They got gyms.
No, man, they got 2K. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. And phones and tablets.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, but you could also, because when I know they were Clark was talking about Warning.
Yeah,
and Warning started off as a playground league. Yeah. When they did the documentary, they had little film, all that. They were in the gym by then.
Yeah,
but when you was a kid, back when I was growing up, and I'm sure especially when y'all was growing up too, you wanted to get out the house.
Yeah,
sure
did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when you see girls, you can hook up. You can hook up with your friends. Yeah. You know, basketball. You know, it's a whole lot of stuff. You know, now people. You know, now you don't even gotta leave to interact with people because you got your phone.
Don't have an ABA ball. Oh man, my God. Dude, we played with the ABA ball.
Red,
that
white,
was
blue ball.
Shooting those jumpers.
I mean, and then the Boys and Girls Clubs was open 7 days a week. You know. For the most part, you know, and the YMCA's.
It's funny, it's funny.
But see, you might have to pay, or you'd have to be a member. You know, go to open gym. So it really depends on where the
unless you know somebody, then you can just get in.
Yeah. I like playing outdoors. A lot of people don't. It's hurting my knees, but I just like being outdoors. There's something about it's the city game, man.
That part is.
I mean, only old people talk about that. You know, when you was young, you didn't care. You didn't care about that.
Yeah.
About what?
Playing outside
your knees. Nobody was talking about that when you was a teenager.
Yeah, but now, if I can go back and tell my young teenage self, I would tell my young teenage self to play inside.
I didn't do that much.
And please,
on my knees out.
Oh no,
play wherever.
No, I play inside because that old, jumping up and down on the concrete.
They got soft, man.
No,
they don't deal with the weather. You got to be out there in the weather, man.
Man, listen. What I'm dealing with.
Unless you get one of those.
And he talking about he want to play me in a one-on-one.
Man, listen,
man,
listen, I would dog you in the gym. I wouldn't play you outside like that.
I'm gonna tell you,
Charlie.
I dog you in the gym, bro.
It's a little bit too early to be drinking.
Hey,
Charlie,
you need to let it go, brother.
And the whole good part about it,
what's that? Tequila or vodka up in that bottle?
I don't even drink, brother. But
that makes it even worse.
Hey, right. I'm telling you this.
You could have blamed it on that alcohol.
Listen. Hey, I'm gonna tell you how serious I am, and this is right-handed God.
Here we go.
I'll put 500 down.
God's left-handed.
I'll put 500 down right now, DJ.
Hey, Clark,
that's easy money, man.
God's left-handed.
Hey, so listen. So everybody that's hearing me, even inside of the studio, I guarantee you, I will put 500 crispy $100 bills down right now, DJ, and play you up the street.
So what's gonna be the excuse?
It ain't gonna be no excuse. I'm gonna laugh at you while I'm dog walking you. All right, man. 500. You can take my offer.
Challenge.
Like I said, that's easy
And that's
money.
how serious I am.
Easy money.
All right, well, match me.
There was a dude that we grew up with.
Easy money.
And all this dude ever talked about, and to this day, if you went to Parkman, you knew this dude. Because all he wanted to do. Now, you got to think about this, man. This is in the late 60s, early 70s. So $1 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'll pay you 101 for $1.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we ain't got $1. You ain't got $1.
You know, my uncle, he used to have Lavarnway open
And I used to be at the LBC
Saturdays
all the time.
and Sundays. You know, people would rent out the
Yeah.
gym and all of that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
The Sunday, I used to like the Sunday morning piece, but I was supposed to be in church.
Yeah, man, I did the Saturday evenings, man, at the LBC. I was Saturday evenings. We was getting it.
Well,
in.
actually, I'm a Franklin Place alum. So, caller, welcome to the program.
500, DJ.
good morning, you on there.
Now he got the 500.
I'm trying to tell you, come on with it.
I
What's
said
happening?
easy money. That
All right.
don't what that mean?
All right, well, come get it.
How y'all doing today?
All right, yourself.
Good, good. Right out, I know you're younger than me, but let me give you some advice. Your mind might can tell you can still do something.
Doc, I ball every day.
Oh, you still play ball like
I
that?
still go to the gym. Vasa, I'm at the gym every day.
He lying. He just said he was on the road.
Yesterday.
Every day.
Come on, man. See what I'm saying?
Yes, hold on.
The story's coming apart.
Hold on.
It's unraveling.
Wait.
Like I said, it's easy money.
I was on the road
Challenge.
yesterday. I was on the road yesterday. But any other
I
day
got some
when
credit
leave
card
from
bills
here,
I need to pay off.
and I
so,
keep
you know.
my ball in the car, George. So I've been telling this cat that when it was snow on the ground, I play
Hey,
you
when
in
y'all
boots.
do this, let me know because I want to come see
I'm
this.
trying to tell you,
I wanna
500
see
down,
this too,
DJ. I
George.
got 5, and that's how serious I am.
What do they ask you when you come into you for a doctor's appointment? They say,
Hey,
have
hey,
you
man, I
had
want
any
to
kind of
tell y'all-
accident or anything?
Right.
What's up, George?
I wanted to tell y'all a quick story real quick because y'all were talking about going outside. So when we was little coming up, you had a choice. You want a whooping
Yeah.
or you want to go out. I always took the whooping. Always.
Why?
Because he wanted to go
I wanted
outside.
to go outside.
Yeah.
And I used to tell my brother, I'm like, y'all crazy. Take the whooping. It ain't going to last that long. The pain going to go away and you can go outside.
It feels like forever.
Yeah, but you outside.
And so one day my mama said, you think you slick. I got your number. You want a punishment. Man, I cried like a baby, man.
I bet.
Like, whoop me, please.
Yeah.
Whoop
Man,
me.
my friend, and you know how it be hot outside and you
Yeah.
got the windows open and you can hear your friends all in the alley playing and laughing and stuff and you got to stay in the house, man.
Well,
That was a fun. That was
it
torture.
depended on the whooping because if my mama got right on those arms, I'm out there wearing a sweater
Okay,
and it's 90-degree
Now.
weather.
here was our whooping key. And then now you'll understand this key. When my mama whooped us, you bent over. She gave you 5 licks on your butt. That was it.
Well, lucky
That ain't
you.
nothing, man. Get 5
Right.
licks on your
Lucky
butt.
You had
Oh,
the
hey,
easy.
yeah,
Five
that's-
leaks.
Lucky
Licks.
There's some of us
Only five.
And I had to run around the house.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Clark, we stitching cord kids.
Yeah,
we
right.
stitching cord. That's a whole different type of beating, boy.
And that stitching cord can reach,
Man.
too.
Now,
Depends on
I
how they
used to
got it
think
wrapped
of-
in their head.
I used to see some of my cousins get a whooping. Wherever that belt landed, that's where they got hit.
Yeah.
I even seen some of them get hit with an extension cord. I'm like, I ain't
Man.
spending the night at your house no more.
I got whooped with a hot water bottle.
I done seen them get hit with Hot Wheels. I done seen them get hit with Hot Wheels packs, all that stuff. I'm like, I'm good when I'm over here.
What
I
about
ain't
those
doing
dudes, though?
nothing.
Their old man had the razor strap. Yeah.
Hey, right out.
Yo.
Be careful. Hang on one. I had toothpaste in my mouth. I was on a cruise.
Don't even know this.
I was on a cruise 5 years ago, right? And I was out there playing ball with them young men. And I twist, what's that thing in the back of your leg down there? That Achilles? I was messed up for the whole cruise, man. I couldn't walk up the stairs or nothing. Couldn't dance or nothing. So I'm just saying, right out, be careful, man.
Sucks to be
All right,
you,
man.
George.
Y'all be good. Have a
All
good
right,
weekend, everybody.
I never lose to a 50-year-old.
Hey,
until you do.
Until you do, because I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna shoot you out the gym.
Man, please.
All right. Hey, so I already put the invitation out for Keith to come. I put the invitation out for Clark to come.
Man, you know what?
I'm gonna videotape this.
I'm trying to tell you.
We got a war going on. I ain't got time to be playing no ball, getting hurt. We got a war going on, brother. Oh, what's happening? Let me do this real quick. I didn't put this in a cleanup. Thank you, Happiness Donuts. I do regret the conversation we had yesterday. And so let me apologize.
What was the conversation?
You know what it turns into. And I shouldn't have let Meech have me go down this rabbit hole. Actually, we went down the rabbit hole.
Give me a filler. What was it?
You know what gets everybody going. Talk about gay people.
Okay, I was about to guess either religion or gay.
Gay. It's
okay.
So I apologize to all the listeners. It wasn't even a productive conversation because when nobody gonna be moving from their square, so
right.
We can do all of that. And so let me just apologize.
When having certain conversations early on in the conversation, you just got to analyze, is this person receptive to other words, or is they just trying to just get out whatever it is that they want to get out? And you can find that out early on in the conversation. And once I do,
Rhonda
I stopped talking to people.
Was in and out the conversation. She goes, so what does Big Butts have to do? I said, look, I was trying to change the subject, but people wouldn't let me stay off of it. I mean, get off of it. So
that's easy. You hang up on them.
But it was all in the chat. I mean, it was.
You don't got to read what's in the chat.
Yeah,
you could ignore it.
No. I mean, it was part of the program, and every now and then it happens. So let me apologize.
You gotta step up your ignoring skills. Some things you just gotta ignore.
Thanks, Coach. Put me in.
Not until you start ignoring.
Put me in, Coach.
Not until you start ignoring.
Lace them up. Put me in, Coach.
And I don't know if you ever been on the bench where you really want to play, and the coach looked down the bench, and you lean forward. And it's like, no, not yet.
I ain't never been in that position.
And then you lean forward again. Oh, not yet.
Put you in 30 seconds left in the game. I ain't gonna put you in.
Oh, no, I'm just saying I was a regular, but I'm ready to go back in, right? Ready, looking forward. And, I had my senior year, I had a very difficult relationship with the coach. Let me just put
Did
it.
you start?
Yeah. It just, but years? No. Come on, man. What school, if you're a freshman starting at a school, either you're a superior talent, or they don't have a lot of talent.
Well,
I started off my 4 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I started mine too.
We were in the paper, ranked in the state.
And we was in the Woodland
Preps Plus.
What were you, D15?
No, it was Division 3. It was Division 3. It was Division 3.
It's like with Dominican with Diamond Stone and my guy Dwayne Wilson. There's no way they should have been D4.
Yeah, and that happened the year I graduated.
Yeah, there's no way they should have been D4. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, man. Keith. Good morning, DJ. Good morning, man. Ride out. Clark, who you with, man? Who you with? Good weekend, Clark. You fool. Man, I tell you, good morning, Milwaukee. And Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak.
Oh yeah, and for all those I don't know how to say have a blessed Eid. They break fast
Ramadan,
today.
Right.
So they break fast today.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, quickly anyway, ride out was somewhat, injury is always going to be a part of, any sport. So on what George was saying, but I mean, I remember Terry Cummings was here, and the first time I met him, he used to ride around in this van, and he had like 2 or 3 balls, and he had his jersey and it had 8x10 glossies. And I remember I got the glass. I should have got one of them jerseys and had them autographed. That's where the real money gonna be right there on that autographed Terry Cummings jersey. But yeah, Terry Cummings always was looking for pickup games. You know, I mean, he changed jerseys. Come on, let's roll, man. Let's do it. So, but I mean, of course, he was professional. But I mean, he was just doing that for his exercise and just letting people know that he's out there in the community. So, but yeah, people do that. You always will get a pickup game from people. So I can understand. I can attest to what Rideout is saying. You know, don't underestimate it.
Trying to tell you.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, those things do happen, you know, and it's tournament time, so we'll see who's going to do what as far as Sweet 16, Elite 8, all the way up to the Final Four. It's in Indiana, so Indiana's getting it pretty much. They got the football. Let's see what they do with I don't know if they're basketball team, but it's in Indianapolis. Final Four and the championship's going to be played.
The only Indiana team this year.
I said I didn't like them. I'm just saying I don't know how good they are to be an Elite 8 or Final Four team.
I mean, they a second seed team. So you know the committee thought enough of them for them to be a 2 seed.
Look here, you got Michigan, you got Duke. St. John's. I mean, man, look here. You got a lot of people that you got to go through.
Yeah, they really snuck up on us.
Who?
St. John's.
Oh man,
I mean,
Patino got them playing the way he's coaching them too. So that's going to be a tough beating right there for a lot of people.
This is an unpopular opinion.
I'll listen to you over the air. Then have a great weekend, fellas. Thank you.
You too. This is an unpopular opinion, but Rick Pitino is a better coach than Coach K.
Really?
Very much so.
You think so?
So
what, the X's and O's, or just the whole
motivator?
I think everything. Okay. I would say that Coach K is still a great coach, but he always gets the best players. And if we really look at the outcome of those best players, he had a lot of players that didn't live up to expectation. You know, I mean, he had a number of players that didn't live up to expectations.
Like Cherokee Parks.
I don't even know who that is.
Cherokee's trash, man.
But if you look at,
you know who Cherokee Park,
and that's a reason why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Trash, man. But they were so hyped up on this dude, man.
But if you look at Rick Pitino,
right? Huh? He came in after Leighton.
Yeah, after Christian Leighton. Oh my God.
If you look at Rick Pitino, he's had a lot of players that overperformed, that exceeded expectations, while still going from program to program to program and still succeeding. You know, you look at Donovan Mitchell, and when he was in college, he wasn't, a 5-star recruit or one of the top players, but he got better every single year under Pitino. And now look at him in the league. He's one of the best players. You could say top 20, top 25 players in the league. You know, how many Duke players right now are top, let's just say top 30, because it's 30 teams. You know, it's not that many. He's not a top 30 player. Knipple's not a top 30 player, but he's a really good rookie. I mean, but like my biggest thing with coaching is development, and like how many players get better with you. And with Coach K, a lot of those players was already good. They didn't necessarily get better.
What I would suggest is look at the McDonald's All-American team and see how many of those guys go beyond just being, I mean, they're hyped. Mm-hmm. I think Cooper Flagg was overhyped. But if you 6'9" and you're a white boy, you're gonna get that smoke.
He still has time to develop though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you have certain players who they've already peaked maybe in high school. So when Cherokee Parks came out, he was out of California.
Remember the Harrison twins? But that went to Kentucky.
Oh my God, it was trash.
Oh my goodness.
Trash.
You know.
I forgot about the Harrison twins.
Trash.
I wonder why.
Their old man though, wasn't the issue with their old man and him?
No, it wasn't no issue with. It was an issue with that gang.
They were trash.
They were supposed to be one and done, and then when they underwhelmed their freshman year, they came back, which was sort of like an embarrassment to them because they were like All-Americans. And then when they really didn't do good their sophomore year, it would just be extremely embarrassing for them to
It was
come back
their
as a
dad was
junior.
hyping. He was like Ball's daddy. He talked them up, and I'm going like, dude, they're not that good.
They can ball.
I didn't hear nothing about I didn't hear
the
nothing.
Harrison twins.
Oh no. The Harrison twins was trash.
I didn't hear nothing about their dad.
I think they were average college basketball players.
They were just big, like
Yeah.
6'4", 6'5" guards. You know, in high school, you're gonna dominate just because you're bigger than everybody. But it's about how you do what you do, not just about what you do.
Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning, you on there?
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call. I know everybody is hyped up over the basketball and everything that's going on. But you know what's disturbing to me? It's so much pressure put on these young kids to play. And when you're watching them, even in high school, they're having injuries that are serious.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time they get to college, they have these injuries. And then what's left when they try to get to the NBA?
Mm-hmm.
And then once they get there, they make stupid mistakes like with drugs. What is the coaching doing to help them be sound? And then look at the football player that had mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot being put on people. And I'm sorry, I'm encouraging my grandkids, get the education. You can't use basketball, football as a way to get into college. And then right now, I hope the young people are looking at what the president is doing for them in their loans in college. They're coming after us. So when you get ready to vote, which is important, you better use some critical thinking on that like you do on baseball, football, or whatever else is going on. And I also want to add, I know Friday is a light thing. You don't want to do anything political, but Tuesday is early voting. Thanks for listening to me, and have a great day.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my ballot. I requested.
We gonna get into some politics.
Here, I don't think kids have the same pressures now because of NILs. That the financial piece is not as, people are looking at this is my come up. But I think
it's the same pressure.
I think I would suggest though that take advantage of that education. Malcolm Brogdon is a great example where, he did 4 years, at Virginia. He gets a degree from Virginia because she's right. You're not going to be able to play basketball all your life.
He did 5 years because he got hurt 1 year.
Right. So then that means he could have started working on his master's.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is that's what it was. That scholarship gave you an education. But then when you look at pro, the pressures of going pro, like when Tiger Woods, he did 2 years at Stanford. And people going like, why you even go to Stanford? And he said, look, I just want to be able to experience something as a student. But when you look at one of the greatest golfers of all time, it's kind of hard for him to stay in college. Here's the other thing. Jordan got so much better as a pro than he was in college. I mean, and part of it was.
But he did learn from Dean Smith.
Yeah, and he also he was like the third best player on the team when he was a freshman. And Sam Perkins. So, I mean, so he developed. You always saw where he just got better.
But they said he was better than them.
Who?
He said he was.
James Worthy and
James Worthy
said that Jordan was better than him. Like he said after like the first few days of practice, he said like that next week, Jordan was just dominating in practice. They said, well, what it really was Dean Smith was like kind of holding him back. You know what I mean? Which, a good coach would, great coaching is truly about the neck up. Like how do you prepare the mind, stimulate the mind in order to, be able to perform at the highest levels and still be able to think with the clear mind. And so, Dean Smith, I really rarely hear players negatively talk about Dean Smith. He prepared his players in a way that a lot of his players were successful in the NBA, and he was developing them.
They were great talents.
They were, but a lot of them got better. He developed
when Kareem was at UCLA, even before Kareem got there, John Wooden got the best talent in the country.
But John Wooden developed Kareem because remember they stopped him from dunking.
Yeah, but he,
you know what I mean. So then he developed that hook shot.
But his game, I saw him play in college. His game was so advanced. Everybody talks about him not being able to dunk. He came up with the hook shot. He had a nice 15-foot short game.
To me, I think Kareem is the greatest basketball player of all time.
His skill levels was just off the planet. And then to have that height with that skill level.
They still breaking his records to this day.
Yep.
LeBron just passed him up for most field goals made all time.
Yeah.
Just passed him up in year 23.
And now there's someone who I think college would have hurt. I think LeBron James going to college would have really hurt his game.
I don't think so. Not in 2003.
No, it depends on who his coach was, because you can have a coach who can go in. Look, John Thompson made a big adjustment. John Thompson never had a player where he said the ball is always in your hands.
And they would have never had a player
Allen
like
Iverson, when Allen Iverson was there, he changed. It was like, no, give him the ball. Get out the way.
But LeBron was a passer though. So like he if anything, LeBron would have became more of a dominant mindset in college.
But it's also the ego of the coach. And you have some coaches out there who like he could never play for Bobby Knight. I'm surprised that Isaiah Thomas played as long, but Isaiah Thomas only played 2 years with Bobby Knight. So it depends on the coach that you have.
But look how much, better he got from his freshman and sophomore year. Like Isaiah Thomas, Bobby Knight developed players. Now Bobby Knight was a different type of coach, but like he is still a really good coach.
Some players, when you say develop them, it's just the repetition of doing what they do. Some people hold on, wait a minute, DJ. Some people come in and, like I said, LeBron James, if he would have went to Duke, he would have been one and done. And you're right, because he was a passer, is different. Think about it. Kyrie Irving only played one college basketball game, and he was still the number 1 overall pick.
He played more than one. It was like 12 games.
No, he got hurt. He didn't play a lot of games. So he's injured, but people going like his upside is such that. So I think it depends on the player, depends on the coach, it depends on the system. You had Buford from Milwaukee is a great example.
Mm-hmm.
He struggled at Marquette. He goes to Iowa State. His game blossoms. I'm like, is that the same dude I was watching playing at Marquette? Because the way the coach was playing him, the coach at Iowa State saw, okay, this is the best way to use. So if you have coaches out there who are more flexible in their thinking, because don't win a national championship, because then after that, I must be a genius. No, you had some great players
to me
out there, because Duke for a long time, Duke was always an also ran. You look back in the 60s, they would be in the Final Four, but they could never win a championship. So when he was able in that breakthrough team that came through,
Dawkins.
Yeah, Johnny Dawkins and those dudes, and then all of a sudden it's like, and let me do local.
I saved his career.
Like Dominican, man. When I was there as a sophomore, we weren't ever thought about for basketball. They called us a debutante school.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Dandridge and those dudes come in. They put Dominican on the map. Now all of a sudden, basketball players, you think about going to high school, where you want to go? Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
But that was because then the tradition of the program, and then you can attract that talent.
They stopped developing players, though. They just get talent. Those players don't really get developed.
And I don't know, anymore. When you say develop, I don't know what that means in terms of.
I was about to explain to you.
Okay.
Developing means showing someone something new, and then aiding that progression along the way. If you're already doing something, then you help enhance that. But there's a lot of things when it comes to basketball where it was your first time ever seeing or even recognizing, being comfortable with. So that, and then putting them in those positions in practice in order to be able to flourish in the games. That's what I mean by developing. Developing isn't, oh, I'm already good at something, and then I keep harping on that. No, development means I show you something that you weren't necessarily aware of, and helping you improve and work on that. It's just like with me, I'm left-handed. So, coaches told me I had to work on my right hand. I wasn't as strong on my right hand. So I had to consistently develop my right hand. That's just one of the small things.
Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
I got a question. Did you guys think the Lehigh would have beat Wisconsin?
You keep going in and out.
Is this any better?
No.
Any better now?
Yeah.
Did you think that Lehigh would have beat Wisconsin?
I think he said Lehigh. You going in and out. But
is Lehigh even in the tournament this year?
Oh yeah.
Which Lehigh are you talking about? Are you talking about the one that beat Duke or
no? The one that beat Wisconsin last night.
High Point.
High Point.
What about them?
Did you expect them to beat Wisconsin?
No. Yeah, I did.
I didn't.
Really?
I did.
Okay, and the second was I think St. Louis gonna be the Cinderella team.
Okay.
St. Louis?
Yeah. Check St. Louis out. They may be the Cinderella team.
Do they have how many seniors? Do you know what because when it comes down to the NCAA is the more mature teams are usually the teams that are going to win championships. So that's why BYU is competitive, because BYU has older players because of Mormon mission.
They
right?
lost.
They win?
No,
well,
they lost.
Yeah,
St. Louis
they
has a fast-paced game, and they play pressing defense, and they move the ball, so they're gonna look good.
Are they big? How big are they?
I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure. I don't think they're that big.
Right.
I really don't, but I'm not really sure. I think 6'10", 6'8", 6'9" across the front line.
Yeah, well, because I could say that the reason why Wisconsin lost to High Point was they couldn't run with them, and they shouldn't have been running with them. They should have slowed that game down. They should have. And I know they were quick, but, you got the size, use your size, because when it came to running, I mean, they were going, and then once they began to believe that they could play in that game, then your whole mindset, everything you putting up is going in. And they kept running the same play. They run pick and pop, dude, come off the pick. Nobody's there to show. They're getting wide open threes. That's how they got back in the game. So I don't know how much of that is guard or Wisconsin needs some more athletes. I like the fact that they got the big dudes. Like Winters is really, really nice in terms of a college ball player because he got the size, he got good low post presence. But then that's it. And if it's not Boyd or Blackwell, who do you have?
They really don't.
Yep.
They really don't.
Yeah, I was surprised that they lost to High Point, but it became apparent maybe in the middle of the second half, that High Point could beat Wisconsin. I thought
High Point had a record of 30-4.
Right, because Duke was losing to Siena in the first half.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
but then all of a sudden they realized we're Duke. Yeah. This is Siena. Let's let what did Reggie Miller, his famous call? Your Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Mm-hmm.
Your Jesus Shuttlesworth.
But also, you're not gonna win by only playing 5 players, though. Like, you can say that Duke realized who they were, but also you're not gonna win playing only 5 players.
You talking about Siena?
Yeah.
Siena only has 5,000. If they had that many,
it don't matter. They had more than 5 players on the team.
Yeah, but they don't have the same talent level that you got dudes on.
You at least got to go 7.
Yeah, hey, you might not have 7.
Keep your eyes on St. Louis. Bro.
All right.
Keep your eyes on St. Louis.
All right, man. We got to take a break, man, because man, we're gonna lose right out here. You listen to Community Voices Friday.
He lost himself anyway.
444-5.
You gonna lose that game? You step on the court.
We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
Yeah, shout out to Afro Man.
Which is probably just one of the great seminal songs of all time. You talk about the truth that's in that song.
Mhm.
Oh my God, that was. But Afro Man, the what was the other song he had?
Lick 'em low, Lisa.
Okay.
Lick 'em low, Lisa.
Yeah.
Lemon pound cake.
Yeah.
Pound cake. All right. So what happened with Afro Man?
Was he in Ohio?
Yeah, little town in Ohio.
Ohio been
Him and Dave
getting a lot of
Chappelle
news
own the
lately.
town
Yeah.
in Ohio. So,
But you know, I think this was around 2022.
It was like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, and police raided his home looking for drugs, paraphernalia, you know, and then I guess some kidnapping suspects or whatever. Obviously, they didn't find anything. Charges was eventually dropped, but they broke down this door, tore up his house. He needed a way to pay all this, so he made some songs. I would say these are some funny songs, but songs about the police department and the individuals that stepped foot into his house. One, they stole some money, law enforcement, and they basically just embarrassed this man in front of his kids. So he decided to, laugh at his pain by doing these songs. Songs come out, it's funny. Guess who didn't like the songs? The police officers. These fools had the audacity to sue for defamation of character. Now, one, I really don't see how, as much wrong as police officers have been caught doing, this was one of those ones where you were caught wrong. And they tried to sue. Went to court, and they played victim like no other up in that court hearing. Crocodile tears from one of them. One of them not even understanding, if his wife is cheating on him or not. Afro Man was being facetious, but he showed up as a true patriot, in the checker flag suit with the fro. And
American flag,
yeah. And his lawyer even supported him because he had like a American flag tie or something. And they ended up winning that court hearing. All charges was dropped. But we didn't get to Haters Nation yet. We probably gonna get to that after the break. But the biggest thing that I hate is that how these choice words that I want to use type of people tried to play victim. Like you embarrassed this dude. One, by him being black, he could have died that day. You know what I'm saying? Coming in there with guns and all of that, breaking down his door. People was in his house, no remorse. He didn't get no apology or none of that. They stole money, which they should be going to jail for that. You know what I mean? But the audacity for these people to try to play victim, that's why, a lot of America right now is just laughing at these clowns, and rightfully so.
Yeah, it's almost as if, they try to use the tears. They'll cry, use the tears like, well, I feel a certain way, and how that lady got on the stand crying in front of the judge as if it was gonna
reminded me of Rittenhouse.
Yeah, exactly. All of that fake like it was fake but you was super tough when you was going through the house and y'all was going through his stuff, and just like you said, $400 that was missing out of his money. It's just crazy how they
that might not have been the cops.
No,
that was definitely the cops.
Yeah, that was definitely the cops.
There was some other people in the house, right?
No, they confiscated
they had
$4,000.
It's called seizure.
Well, they seized $4,000.
Or they thought they was seasoned. They thought because they had no reason to even take his money.
I would have took the $4,000 and said the cops took your money, dog.
You are the cops.
Yeah, no, one of his boys like, man, they took your money, dog.
No, but there wasn't nobody in the crib, but his kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So
and
so he had
so
had
the
cameras
son
all.
coming in with a rollie.
Yeah. But then no. But police have actually, when they took it, they actually wrote on it.
They were wrong. They was wrong.
Yeah, they wrote on it how much it was, and I don't know, but that whole thing was wrong. And then to play victim as if, again, just like he said, he wouldn't have a song out. It wouldn't be Lemon Pound Cake if you guys didn't come in this house.
Okay, and thank you for that. Is there anybody out there who does a lemon pound cake? Because now I really want a lemon pound cake.
But and here's one thing. One of the officers said he had to quit because of emotional and financial distress at his job. This fool went to got hired at another police department and got a raise. So the lawyer was like, so how did this affect you when you got more money and then you were still able to get hired on? This is the type of foolishness that people deal with when it comes to the justice system and, some of the people that work within police departments. It's just atrocious in so many levels.
Well, how you feel about it?
Like I said, man, we ain't do Haters Nation yet, but that's definitely some hate for those folks, and just trying to play victim. Like, dude, you embarrassed this man.
They more embarrassed now for what they did,
right?
Because they made themselves look bad now.
Well, let me. It's been a while, man, since I've watched a WIAA boys basketball tournament, and so shout out Juneau High School.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time in the school's basketball history that they've gone to state.
What?
I know what that feeling is. The first time you go, hopefully you win a championship, man, it changes your whole life. Of course, Wisconsin Lutheran, which looks like it's just turning into a perennial basketball power.
Who?
Wisconsin Lutheran.
Yeah.
And then Whitefish Bay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And St. Catherine's. I'm not gonna, because that's St. Kate's. Man. Not as much as Marquette, but certainly.
But definitely shout out to Juneau. An MPS. It's been a little while since a MPS school. Are they still Division I?
Yeah, they're two.
Okay, because it's been a minute since a Division I MPS school been able to, but Division II still MPS, and is one of the core MPS schools, because now it's like all these random schools is MPS now. But like,
they talked about closing Juneau. At one point,
yeah, I do remember that.
I remember that.
I remember that.
Close Juneau. So the fact, and you know what, the best player is a sophomore,
mm-hmm.
which means that if they continue and develop, that then they could be a perennial. They could be a perennial power. The other thing is then when you get a winning basketball team, people might want to come to your school,
right?
So
I mean, what attracts people more is athletics. People may want to say education and all of that, but those teams that really do well in the NCAA tournament, their enrollment goes up not because of academics. It goes up because of what they do in sports.
You do in the tournament, man. Every year that Mount St. Mary's went to the NCAA tournament, their applications will skyrocket because you get that recognition. It's like, oh, okay, I'll tell you some schools people gonna be looking at. University of Arizona, which but it's hot down in Arizona right now.
One school that I want to give a shout out to, California Baptist, and that's because one of the players that I used to coach, Jaden Jackson, who is an alumni of Whitefish Bay and the all-time leading scorer for basketball. They're playing tonight at 6:45 against Kansas, and so we can
shout them out.
I mean, they might beat Kansas. Kansas ain't cold. They a 4 seed. You only just saying Kansas because it's a big school.
Yes, that's the only
Didn't
reason why I said
Wisconsin
that.
lose yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
you look
But then all the other big schools win, with the exception of North Carolina.
Right. I was just about to say.
exception of North
Yeah.
Carolina.
So, what are you talking about?
And I wonder, Shaka wish he was back at VCU right now.
Nah.
Marquette was trash.
Oh man. Well, you know what? Marquette has to figure out. You know, everybody's talking about St. John's, Rick Pitino being there. I wonder what their NILs are looking like because Rick Pitino is there. His ability to be able to go out and raise money for those players, because he had a fairly good team last year, but that Puerto Rican dude was just on something, man. I know why he didn't play him in the second half last year in the Big East tournament, because this dude was just like,
and Pitino,
you got a coach.
He didn't win off in a couple press conferences on his players. So
yeah, man, you got
Pitino. OG, like I said, he better than Coach Cat.
So speaking of coaches going off on their players, I just wanted to know, how did y'all feel about that time when this player came down and it wasn't a hard foul? It was really a basketball play. And for the coach to eject his own player on national TV, eject him out of the game and treat him like that, man.
Character, man.
Right. Character is big. And that's why I said, real coaching is from the neck up. You know what I mean? And so one, that provided that basketball player some a real teachable moment, because one, that's embarrassing. You got removed not from the game because of the referee, but from your coach, and then he's gonna have what he probably did, have a conversation with his coach about that. So to move forward,
because you're trying to prepare this man for life.
Yeah,
right?
But why would you remove him? It was a basketball play.
Yeah, but
it wasn't vicious. It wasn't nothing. I think
he wanted him to think about. Sometimes you have, like, I had a hard and fast rule, man. If you weren't hitting the books, you wasn't playing. I don't care how good you were. I don't care how important the game is.
So fast, man. Because now, the school need the players.
Let me talk about High Point again. That coach is probably not going to be there next year. He was able, and this is something else that makes this year's NCAA's kind of different than when we were coming along. You could be on a team like High Point, like that little point guard that they got.
Oh my God, he's nice.
He gonna transfer, and he's gonna find. And so a lot of times people are going to these smaller programs. Yeah. You hope that because you building tape, and then you go in the transfer portal. You look at some of these squads. So I think this coach, High Point, is going to, now they get Arkansas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they get Arkansas.
Which I already had Wisconsin losing to Arkansas.
Yeah, so they get Arkansas. So what you're doing is, so even though the conference gets money, but over and beyond that, people looking at you going like, oh, okay.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Right.
No, what I was saying was that, Wisconsin usually lose to rinky-dink teams, but then when they play against, a Baylor like they did last year, or like a they might they'll win and we'll be surprised.
So do you think that they played down yesterday?
No, they didn't play down.
I think they just played the wrong game against that team. They ran against that team. They don't have the athletes.
Like they say, you are what you habitually do. Don't they always lose to teams like this?
Well, yeah, but when you play the team,
they always lose to teams
always,
like this. Yes, they
always,
do, man. Dude, they lost to Cornell like a few years ago. They lost to Cornell.
But
that was a pretty good team. They were a pretty good team. Yeah, they were a pretty good team. Because that one dude was like,
he was hitting.
And what did they say? Styles make fights.
Yeah.
That you can go up and I just thought, why are you running with these dudes? Yeah. Because that's all they can do. They have no size. Let's do
the break,
and then we get caught up. We'll be back on. You listen. It's not Mumbles Monday.
What Monday?
Mumbles.
Man, what's going on with this kid?
Take a quick break and Mushmouth. We'll be right back. For the Protege's perspective.
We all have decisions, dreams, and aspirations that drive us. In that vision, we begin to consume ourselves with the varying steps in order to reach that pinnacle which was set out to achieve in the very beginning. Your intentions are intimate because they are yours, and what you set out to accomplish is meaningful to you and maybe even to others. Throughout this journey, your decisions, dreams, and aspirations will begin to seep outside of yourself, for others will observe what you do and begin to hypothesize where you want to go. If you haven't already discussed these things with others, your actions will grab the attention of them, for our actions will forever remain an attention grabber. In the midst of making such decisions to achieve what some would say is the unachievable or the unbelievable, detractors and distractors will present themselves boldly, many of whom will voice their unsolicited displeasure and negative opinions about what you want and what you do. Some of these actions and comments can be so forceful that it could lead you to doubt your purpose. It could lead you to feel discouraged, and it could even lead you to develop some hatred in your heart. As you are transitioning throughout your journey, remember these words. No matter what you choose, others will hate what you do. So choose you and allow yourself to be comfortable with the decisions you make. There was a deeper reason as to why you chose to go down that road, and it felt necessary to embark on that voyage. So encourage yourself and develop tunnel vision, because no matter what you do, people are always going to have something to say. Never forget to embrace each day and every lesson you learn along the way. Don't forget to give yourself a pat on the back on that fateful day, because when all is said and done, what you have accomplished will be great. And remember, haters will still have something to say.
Can't say anything because I'm a hater. So hippopotamus eyes, huh?
Damn, you almost cussed, man, but you messing up, boy. You got some names on that. Boy, you messing up some words today, man.
You dropped hypothesize. Yeah, look at you, bro. You got your money's worth.
I'm trying to
man, step up. And then thank you for Sunday. Thank you for coming Sunday.
No, that was a really good message too.
Oh, thank you, brother.
You went from Jesse to Joseph to Jesus. That was good. That was good. We just waiting on the producer to, do what he's supposed to do. You can't be, because we told you. We told you.
Y'all was
you
did tell me, but however, y'all was still talking.
He was talking about
remember,
the hippo. No dead air.
Right. But I was looking at y'all.
He waited at first.
No. After you was done, he started talking about hippo, and then that's when you said you almost cussed. So y'all was still talking. So when y'all wasn't ready.
Because no. We was looking at you.
He was paying attention.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're inside Hater Nation, and let me population
9.
Let me do this. I am such a hater, man. We was just talking off air, and I'm hating on Jermaine. I'm hating on Jermaine hard, man. I'm hating on Jermaine. And the fallback. Yeah, he's a good brother. Jermaine is a good brother.
You better believe it,
I
Jack.
believe that he is a good brother.
Yeah,
man.
he about to donate to the United Negro DJ Fund.
Hey, listen. Listen.
He's definitely a good man.
Hey, your feet hurt right now because you've been.
Because the mix is a terrible thing to waste. What's your hate?
Hey.
I like that. United United Negro DJ Fund.
That's right. Well, we already talked about my hate was for those police officers in that police department, but some good came out of that, because they got laughed at, and we can always enjoy a good laugh. My next bit of hate is for Jack Harlow.
Who is Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow is a musician, a white musician.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Now,
What he with the? Is that the rich?
he was a rap. He is a rapper or whatever, but he wanted to make a neo soul type album.
Okay.
And in an interview that he had leading up to the release of the album, he said that he made his music blacker. He got blacker with his music. So, one, what you talking about? You got blacker. You are white, and we ain't never gonna confuse you for being black. Two, you need to chill out talking about you got blacker. Like who that the audacity to just be saying something like that is dumb. But thank God for Black Twitter. Cause Black Twitter, oh man, oh my goodness, they've been ringing him a new one. They didn't hop in and on him.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why are Negroes so sensitive?
Hey, 400 years. 400 years.
Negroes are so
Yeah.
sensitive, man. Yeah. Whoa,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the name of his album is called Monica. Now this raises eyebrows.
Why?
Because there was a time where a comedian had a bit and it was about the name and word Monica, but it was like a innuendo or a new word or a new way to say my nigga. So if that is what he's saying on that album, and that's what that album cover
Clever.
really mean. No, it ain't clever. He need his ass whooped. And
Give him credit for being
no,
clever, bro.
fam, no. And the fact that he hasn't even come out to say no, that's not what that means. No, I'm just saying Monica, like a woman that I love, and no.
It could, but what if there was a Monica in his life?
Well, he need to say that.
Okay, all right.
Because right now people think that he's saying and
Boy, you
yeah. You white. So you all and again, you already then said that you got blacker, which is 3 strikes and you out already.
all right.
And then
All right.
the name of that album is called Monica, which people have already hypothesized
How would you react
that it could be my nigga. No.
How would you react if he said, I'm gonna be whiter?
I would embrace it more because that's who you are.
What they say is a pigs. But we on there, so I can't say that. Yeah,
That's who you
I
are.
would embrace it. I would embrace it more because you
yeah,
are.
we know that already. You tell me something that we already know. Let me move on because I can. You know what I'm saying? You get me hot up in here.
Let me throw on my little hater list. Sensitive Negroes. All right, go ahead, man.
All right. Number 2, and this actually staying on topic with
I
this.
do a whole blog. Sensitive Negroes.
Yeah, and we actually staying on topic, transitioning. This is a good segue. Stop inviting people to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we not getting invited to the country club, if we not getting invited to them board meetings or the Illuminati. If we ain't getting invited to the country club and them board meetings, don't be inviting these folks to the cookout. You not invited.
When's the last time you went to a cookout and they invited some white people?
It's just a hypothetical phrase, man.
I got that.
You know what I mean?
So I'm
People-
trying, but is it actually happening, brother? That's what I'm asking.
No, it is actually happening.
Okay, so when's the last time you went to a cookout and they invited white people?
I want to say about a couple years ago.
A couple years. What about you, Clark? Because I know you the family reunion guy.
With the old T-shirts.
Did the white dude show up?
No.
In a 2013 family.
That's not.
I bet you the white dude had a right T-shirt.
You taking away the my point in this.
Right.
You know, my point is not to have segregated cookouts.
Okay.
My point is the reason why you inviting this man or woman to the cookout because you think that they hip or they cool enough or they down.
Oh, she my girl.
Well, if you down,
she my girl.
If you down, invite me to that country club. You know, help me get that membership.
Well,
invite me to that board meeting.
She's my girl.
You know what I'm saying? If that's your girl, reparations, we're gonna speak on that on another day. But right now, right now, we're not talking about reparations. All right.
I bet you she having the right family.
About the reason. And that could be your invitation to the boardroom, you know, to that board meeting. It could be his invitation.
What is wrong with you?
But stop. You know, everybody not invited, man. And people who you think is cool, they ain't cool.
Right T-shirt.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Jack Harlow, you know what I'm saying? People say he was invited. Wrong. He not invited.
Do we disinvite Bill Clinton?
He definitely he definitely up out of there. You know, we ain't even gotta say that no more.
I don't know, man, because you know Bill.
Man, we know plenty of people that smoke weed and cheat on their wives. That don't make you come to the cookout.
Yeah, but ain't too many people got presidential.
Be president too.
Presidential boss.
So is Obama still allowed at the cookout?
Yeah, but he got Michelle.
I don't know. There's some rumors.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna do no speculation, but that.
If they break up, whose side you on? Barack or Michelle?
I'm saying if they break up,
whose side you on?
Wait, let me finish. If they break up, then he definitely invited to the cookout because you know how many black folks hate their baby mamas. Yeah. That puts a stamp on them. That puts a stamp on them. But we're not cooking.
Whose side you on? Who you gonna be? You gonna rock with Michelle? You rocking with Barry? Clark.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you scared?
I don't get involved.
You scared? You scared? Take a position, brother. Either Barack or Michelle. They break up.
I'm playing with both of them. That's how I'm gonna do.
Okay, let me ask this question. So Barack show up at the cookout with the wrong T-shirt. Does he still get in?
Oh,
yeah.
Because you know how niggas always want to be different. You know, people always want to stand out. People want to be different. You know, that could just be, you know. I can say that I've definitely been guilty of that. Just trying to be different. No.
But you just said
that's not no pass.
It is a pass. You just said sometimes, you know, people want to be
different.
So
that's not giving them a pass. Listen, man, I'm consistent. Stop trying to keep putting this pass on me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay trying to put it and let me just get to number 3.
Is there an exception to a rule?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then you could give a pass and not lose your integrity.
I don't know, man. This cat giving out 72s, man.
I don't give no passes, man.
All right, bro.
Number 3, Washington County. All right, you definitely get some hate. Michelle touched on it earlier this week, but trying to name that highway, street after Charlie Kirk, has y'all lost y'all rabbit ass mind? He don't have no ties to Wisconsin, none. Not to mention he's racist. I mean, I can think of many Wisconsinites that should be honored in a memorial or memorandum with the street name. How about highlight someone that's from the state? How about highlight somebody that's within your own community? Highlighting somebody that's not from here, not to mention that he's racist. And has he ever even positively highlighted Wisconsin or Washington County? Let's be real, man. And let's stop talking about this man got assassinated. No, he did not. He got shot. All right. Dr. King got assassinated. Malcolm X got assassinated. You heard about Junebug on 15th? He got shot.
No, he got assassinated.
He got shot. All right, just like Charlie. Now we not making light of it. You know what I mean? Because he did lose his life, but words matter.
So what about Junior?
All right.
Well, let me ask this question.
Fam don't have no right to have nothing.
Can I ask this
up
question?
In Wisconsin?
Can I ask this question? So, isn't Washington County named after George Washington, who was a slave owner who we would consider being racist? Did we change the name of Washington County?
You will go there.
Hold on.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. Wrong with that. He's a forefather of this country, man. Is Charlie Kirk?
Some people look at him that way.
No, yeah. What? Man, please.
When I saw her face.
Listen, man. And he not. You know, JFK got assassinated. All right.
We got the list.
All right.
But Pookie didn't.
Yeah. I mean, until you know, Pookie get out of the hood and get to elevate.
So
it's a lot of people that got hated on and people conspired on him.
He did die. So was Nipsey Hussle assassinated?
Yes, he was assassinated.
No, he got shot.
Come on, man. Nipsey was assassinated.
He got shot, and we respect Nip.
Right, that's what I'm just asking.
But guess what? We ain't gonna have no Nipsey Road, no Nipsey Avenue.
They will
they will do down in LA.
My point.
And here's the
the
problem with us naming things after people. And we're seeing this now with Cesar Chavez, right?
Yeah, that's
cool. That, now everybody got to back up and go, we need to take a look at, because I guess at El Rey, they have covered up the statue and they're getting ready to remove the statue, they're getting ready to remove the plaque.
Was this talked about back then?
No.
I'm 33 years old. I've never heard none of this about Cesar Chavez.
But did he pass away like in the 90s?
Yep.
He been highlighted a very long time. Obviously, I'm 33, so he been highlighted my 33 plus the years that I wouldn't even thought of.
I talked about.
Why is this just now coming out?
That's what I said. I just want to know why she waited so long.
I think the straw that probably broke the camel's back was they're going to do the city that the first young lady worked. She's 90 years old, but it was another young lady who did it. And she said, "I can't believe you're honoring this dude." So now I just wonder, when you have, because
he been memorialized,
yes.
and obviously, I don't know much about that culture and their history, but people have been talking about R. Kelly for years. It wasn't like this is something new. You know what I mean? People have been talking about Bill Cosby for years. It wasn't just like, when that came, it's like, oh man, I never heard these things.
But you heard the same thing sort of with people going like, well, not with R. Kelly, but with Bill Cosby. Why did people wait so long? And people were going like, you need to understand the power dynamics. If anything, we're seeing this happening with the Epstein victims, where they're getting, because of the people who are involved with it, their power, they're doing all they can to cover it up. And every now and then,
is there any validity to this?
Well, no, every now and then little eeks come out about the president and like, well, maybe there is something here to see.
Yes.
And that is.
And keeping up with this Cesar Chavez, because this is my fourth one. I had a long list today. My last bit of hate before we open it up to the phone lines, and shout out to everybody that's listening on YouTube and Facebook Live. I actually gotta look up the name of the lady, but the author of the book, I think it's Lonely Bones or Lovely Bones. She just came out and said that she lied about being raped.
Yeah, the dude that did 16 years.
And he did 16 years. Now she made 2 books. She made 2 books, and I think it's Lovely Bones. Lovely Bones is like a big deal where they actually made a movie out of that. She came out after he has been exonerated and said that she lied. Now, there's something that has to be done for these people who falsely accused, and she knew that she lied. She knew that she wasn't mistaken. She wasn't confused. And this man is 61 years old now.
Took 16 years.
16 years, you know, and you know, he should be giving some money, and it should be a lot of money, but money ain't enough. And now I understand when people say, you know, sometimes money ain't enough. That it ain't enough, man. Something has to be done to people who falsely accuse people like that, because you know, he was probably in jail thinking like, man, I'm never gonna get out.
Yeah,
you know, and you know, people always say, oh, well, you know, 90% of the people say that they're innocent. You know what I mean? Like, oh, almost everybody in here say that they're innocent, but he actually was.
So, and how we have this conversation, do we? I think you're right for pointing out the lie, but what some people will then do is then make this blanket and say that, you know, are most women lying when they have been or make accusations about sexual assault? So yes, there are women who have lied, but would you say that the overwhelming majority of people, and this is one of the reasons why women don't even come forward, because they're going to say, remember that woman that lied? And all they need to do for a jury is to get one person, you know, who will have doubt. And so then that person walks. I agree. We should be angry when people
Alice
lie.
Sebo, yep. That's her name.
When people lie, but then I'm saying that there's a significant portion where there's not lies.
But why
how many women don't even
just
come forward?
But why can't we just keep it at the liars? Why do we got to bring up the ones that's just and conflating the two? You know, they're not the same. The ones that are telling the truth is not the same as the ones that are liars.
I'm not arguing that, but what I'm saying is that for some people, what they want to hear is that 1, 2, 3 women who lied when 97 other women have told the truth.
Yeah, but if
that's
you got
all
evidence,
I'm saying.
But if you got evidence,
that's all I'm saying.
If you got evidence,
and those people don't they don't got nothing to do with your case.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, they can't.
You know, what you put in your gas tank don't have nothing to do.
No, they can't, because
with
that jury can be tainted based on. So what happens is when
you shouldn't be bringing up other cases.
Well, you're trying to get your client off. So when a woman
evidence though, but
you should only be bringing up evidence pertaining to that case.
Right.
And so to be talking about, you know, well, such and such didn't tell the truth. We not talking about such and such, and their case isn't the case that's present in trial.
To that is that this has been used where you go in and you besmirk the character of the woman, which does not say that she wasn't raped. So what is the fact that she might have had 15 boyfriends before the rape? It has nothing to do with the rape, but trust me, it's going to come up. All I'm saying is, so when we have the conversation around sexual assault, sexual violence, then we understand that there are people who have been lied on. You know, Emmett Till was lied on.
Right.
The Scottsboro boys were lied on.
Right.
I got that. But then there's so many women out there. You can have
Central Park 5.
Right. You can have private conversations with women who will tell you that they were raped, but they're not going to go to the authorities. So, you know, how do we balance that between we need to get to the truth? He needs to be compensated for the damage that she did to him. I got that. But there's so many women who will not come forward who have been raped because they know how people are going to react, where it was her fault. Desiree Washington, Mike Tyson, she should have never been in the hotel room. No, he should have never raped her. Period.
But I just think that just wipes away the argument of just talking about the individuals that have lied. People that are telling the truth and were vindicated, justice should have been served, and we glad that it was. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about the ones that have lied on people and that have just diminished the livelihood of an individual. Not to mention,
I think you should have that conversation, but what I'm telling you is
that up.
No, I bring it up because
it conflates the argument.
No, it doesn't.
They are separate.
They are interconnected, because when you come down to whether or not, like for example, if you're a black male and a white female says that you raped me, that jury, chances are, with all of their implicit bias, is going to believe you did it whether you did it or not. So, I mean, and so then that factors in. But I hear you. You're right. She needs to be dealt with. You're listening to Community Voice.
She do.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Nobody called me and told me where we could get a lemon pound cake. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning. You're on there. Good morning. You're on there.
3 times
Not anymore. Good morning. You're on there.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
All right, yourself?
Hey, I might have to call back. I was calling to give some shout outs, man, and fell in the hater nation. DJ stirring up all that hater, man. I ain't even no hater. But
oh, I went to high school with you, man. You a hater. we've been friends a long time, buddy.
you know you don't know me to be no hater. Hey, anyway, I was calling to give a shout out to DJ for his perspective.
Thank you.
And you brothers, man, I tell you, enjoy the show. Ain't nothing like some love and positive brothers for me. That just makes my day. But also, Keith, I didn't know if you knew. Walt's son got a head coaching job.
Where's he coaching now?
University of San Diego.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
He's still with Iowa State right now, but he got a head coaching job.
He was at He was at Loyola, right?
He played at Loyola.
Right.
He's still coaching at Iowa State right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, good.
They're in the tournament, so yeah, that's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah. All right, how you been, man?
I've been good. One last thing though, DJ.
Yes, sir.
Patino can't coach, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling, man, he just berates them kids. I'm sitting there and all these old coaches like Patino, they need to go somewhere and sit down. They can't relate to these kids.
Well, what about the Gucci's he be wearing though? He do be wearing those Gucci loafers.
Hey, and what's kind of crazy is that's what it's all about. It's about him, man. Them old guys need to go sit down, man.
Man, the money that they done put into St. John's, man, that they're relevant. Like, and this is a great segue. I'm glad
he probably hooking them up with some prostitutes.
That little thing. He could work for a while. Man. He was a show cause coach, right?
Yeah.
And then he got to Iona.
Yeah.
And then he got to St. John's. Okay, so here's a question that was on our list today. Should Giannis be shut down for the rest of the season? Yes or no?
Oh, for sure, but he's not.
Yeah, I know he wants to. And let me admire him for still wanting to play, but I shut him down.
Yeah, and say whatever you want to say. You can't say nothing about his motor. The boy want to play, but I think he has so many other shortcomings. Let me just say this real quick because I know y'all run out of time. But all the good players want to be coached. Giannis don't want to be coached. Don't nobody coach him. And all the good players want to be coached because that's what makes you better. All right, y'all. I'll get off.
Yep, you have a good one.
Right.
Yeah, because that descriptive is, are you coachable?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me
Jaden was very coachable.
How
man,
ironic life is. Last Friday they had Lamar Franklin's repast at 5:02, and so I came in because we have our event going on around the corner. So I stopped it, pay my respects. I had just been watching on one of these NBA channels, the Lakers and Knicks 1969 playing in the NBA Finals, the Willis Reed game. So I'm watching the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dick Garrett is starting for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah.
He's a rookie. He's starting for the Lakers. I think Gail Goodrich had got hurt, so he's starting for the Lakers. So then I walk in. So who do I see at 5:02? Dick Garrett. I go like, dude, I just saw you, man. I just saw you as a rookie. And he went on and he was saying that it was something that one of my classmates, real good dude, Ali Anwar, was talking about. He said that he knew his job.
Dang, so he played with Jerry West?
He played with Jerry West. He was a rookie. He said, my job was to get the ball to Jerry West and get out the way. That's basically what he was saying. Get the ball to Jerry, get the ball to Elgin, right? Mm-hmm. And it was the same thing. And so when we were talking about Ali Anwar, who I think is one of the greatest players ever to play at Dominican, but there was a guy there named Ingibus, who for a long time was the leading scorer in school history. And even Ali said, you know what? My job was to get the ball to Ingibus.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get a player out there who really want to do their game, him.
Right.
You know, not if you want to play.
Right.
You know, you get the ball. It's like
that's most of those players. Like you know, Patrick Beverly in high school, he averaged 37 points, you know, a game, but he had to realize what his role was because, you know, we already got somebody to score. We don't need you to score. So what are you going to do to help the team?
Right.
You know.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's like, you know, Paul Brown, Mr. Jim Brown don't block. Okay, Mr. Jim Brown don't block. That you Leroy Kelly can block.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let him block.
Yeah.
But no, not, you know. And so I understand Jordan rules. Look, if you Michael Jordan, there's a different set of rules for you.
Yeah,
I know people don't like that. Oh, we just one team. Wrong.
Right.
This team is eaten because of Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the Bulls, if you take Michael Jordan off the Bulls team, they're not the champion Bulls.
That's why the role players are the best coaches and the best executives, because they understand the dynamics of a team.
Huh? How many did they win when he left the game? They didn't. They haven't. That's my point. That's my point.
I think the best star player, executive, and coach was Larry Brown. Unless you want to say, I mean, not Larry Brown, Larry Bird. That's what I meant.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And executive. Unless you want to say Bill Russell, because Bill Russell was a player coach.
But when he went to Seattle, he didn't do well.
Okay.
When he was coaching in Seattle, he really didn't do well.
But he won 2
Jerry
titles.
West. See, Jerry West's issue was,
oh yeah, he was a phenomenal executive.
Yeah, but he just got burned out, you know, because he couldn't even watch the game. That's how much he. And then they say star players expect people to do what they do. What are you going like, dude? You Jerry West. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning. You're on there.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak.
Yep.
Yes, sir. You can eat now. You can drink.
But you also have to do charity.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the 5 tenets,
yep.
But amplify, you know. And what I wanted to say is this about Mr. Cesar Chavez. I think it's a travesty that, I don't know, this person is 95 years old, not to diminish
he's dead.
Any, not him, but the person that claims I was assaulted at work by a woman manager. You know, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. You know, who I'm gonna go talk to? I'm gonna say, what
you mean like sexual assault or like physical?
Yeah,
like she
grabbed my penis. Yeah. Sure did. She know who she is. But anyway, I think.
Oh, you wild! You is wild. The views and opinions of the producer does not represent the staff and management of WNOV.
I wanted to take you guys off the point. The point I was saying is that it's like a slight of what they're saying about Mr. Chavez after, I don't know how long it's been, but I mean, what if the person that's almost 100 has dementia or some type of memory problem or something? Has this person been, you know, questioned? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that's not
think the
cool.
New York Times spent 5 years working on this, right? And they said hold on. They said how difficult it was because she is in her 90s and what her memory was. Now, here's the other thing. She had 2 kids by him. She lived by Cesar Chavez. She lived with his brother.
Okay.
So it gets a little convoluted, and but it's the question about how do we deify people, and we put them up, understanding that these people are human.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I understand that, and we all have our frailties.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is that it looks as to me, or from my perspective, as if America's up to her old dirty tricks of erasing people, even though they may have human frailties, as we all do. And it's not to dismiss it or to minimize it, but what of the greater work did that person contribute to his people and to society overall? And so when they do these things, it is to make you look at any potential leadership that comes from your community as suspect. You know how we go around, you sus, you sus, you sus.
But maybe we shouldn't. Maybe
your mama sus.
Maybe,
you know,
maybe we shouldn't venerate these people to demigod status. You
Right.
know, maybe.
Right.
Maybe that's kind of where we are, because it's the
that's
movement.
not what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, dude. But the movement is more important than the personality.
The individual, the idea.
Right. I know it's the individual that drove it, but as human beings, we have a tendency then to worship other human beings, and then we'll all be disappointed. They go like, it's when you find out that your hero is human, right?
Well, people worship these people that they look to, the athletes and all of these people that you say, as you say, venerate and they idolize. With this society is built on idolatry and the idolization of individuals, as opposed to the actual implementing or actual acting out of the supposed principles that govern this place called America. All in all is this: you can look beyond the individual, but do not get lost in the sauce, as they say, with regard to what the broader picture and what that person represented on the broader scale.
But you know what, Christopher? I think it's also how we need to see God. God is an abstract that's difficult for most folks. And so then we will then channel what we see and then make human beings God, right?
Well, you are all God, children of the Most High God.
No, but I'm saying not God creator, but it's just like, it's something that, you know, it's like you meet your idol, you know. But I used to idolize.
Well, we shouldn't have idols.
Fred, I used to idolize Fred Mad Dog Carter. Oh man, when I got a chance to meet him, I was like, oh dude, I'm at the Mount because of you, man. I mean, and then I found out he was human, you know, good and bad.
And
that's right.
You know, J. Cole had a song. J. Cole had a song called False Prophets.
Yes, sir. People are supposed to be guides. They're supposed to help you in the chronological or the chronology of your existence, whereas you meet this person and that leads you to another person and the another person. And if they're all of God, you should be able to discern that, and hopefully they will make you a better representation of the God that they see in you and that you nurtured from in them.
But of God is not the same as is God.
Right.
Exactly. But if you are of God, you will do as best as you can to maintain that which you profess to be as.
But unfortunately, you know,
God.
We do have the contradictions of our existence going on, right?
We have the contradiction of the society that we live in.
No,
and
it's
if
also
the society
the human being
was
that
not so much of a lure and a bait and switch and a society built upon ensnaring and entrapping people, then things like those things that we talk about would not take place.
So
there wouldn't be a need for the police if the society was actually based upon goodness and the thing that Jesus, the Christ, said, that to do unto others as you would have done unto thee. Practice the golden rule.
If you have good, you're going to have evil. They have to exist. Good and evil has to coexist.
So do y'all think
in this representation of the world, but the world that is being established, there will be no evil? And don't, as a preacher, is that not a part of the scriptural text that you preach about?
Well, I'm not going to do that because it's Friday.
Well, my question to both of you before you get off is that so do you think that if you the old saying, if you knew better, you do better?
That's a part of the scripture. How should they know lest they have a teacher? And how shall they have a teacher except he be sent?
And notice
and depending upon your teacher and who your teacher's teacher
is then human.
depending upon who your teacher is and who is the teacher of your teacher will determine the outcome of your
It depends on your
contribute.
It depends on your application of that truth. You know,
That's right.
I love this, and I think it's such a powerful truth.
Whatsoever the Father bid me to do, that I do. That does not mean I will not.
But I also love to hear, let me learn how to be a lover of good. Because the thing that I love is the thing that I value, is the thing that I practice. I have to learn how to love good.
But we have to learn also to know the difference between what is good and what is good for me, as opposed to what I think is good for myself.
All right, appreciate you.
You know, I just came into a scripture that I haven't heard ever, and I gotta look like, you know, study it. But Romans 7:19, and I never heard that before until I just stumbled on it. But it's real interesting. I don't want to butcher the
if you do what I told you, suggested to you on Sunday, you wouldn't have this problem. But no, you old school. I'm old school.
I am old school. I gotta
old school.
I gotta have
caller. Welcome to the program. I'm old school.
Good morning. You on there?
Yes. Hello.
What is it? Romans
7:19.
I got a question to ask. Pertaining to when you said the guy was talking about being black or not. Well, brother DJ on the music, the Bobby Caldwell.
I could barely understand you, Meech. I could barely understand you. I don't know if you're outside or if you got us on speaker.
Okay, you were talking about one artist was talking about to be black enough, to become black enough, and you kind of hated on it. Well, to reach that crossover.
He was a white artist. He's a white artist, man.
Urban as you can.
But no. He white. He white. No. It wasn't about him being black enough. Meech.
You know, Meech. Especially when you look at average white man, you can't tell them dudes are white until you actually.
You're not listening, Meech. But it wasn't about somebody being black enough. He wasn't black at all. He white, and he said that he made his music blacker. He went blacker.
He wanted more seasoning in his music. He didn't want to.
I don't even think that's what he was going for. But like I said, with the title of his album called Monica, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like I said, Lucy got some splaining to do.
Well,
how do you say?
But the scripture that I just came upon.
For the good that I will do, I do not do. But the evil I will not do, that I practice.
Yeah. So that I gotta read the entire chapter to like really get the essence of that. But
he's just talking about that whole idea of the yin and yang,
right?
That I would do good, but then evil's always present, and it has to be. I mean, it has to be. If you have good, you have to have evil. You have to have that counterpoint. People choose to do good or to do evil.
We have that dichotomy.
Exactly.
Every day,
right? And
of those choices.
Then you nuance it into, well, is it in fact evil? Is it in fact good? Because you have sometimes they're just in different acts. They're not good nor evil.
Dang, AI. Sometimes we hate on AI, but I gotta give them its props right now because it just summarized that verse in saying this verse highlights the intense internal conflict between a believer's desire to obey God and the weakness of the flesh, which is prone to sin. That's what we're talking about.
All right. Let me thank DJ Clark Kent. Thank you.
Thank
Debo
you.
Compton, thank you. Jermaine, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. You going to the ATM after this?
Me too.
Oh, I got cash in my pocket. So you can meet me up the street, DJ.
Baller.
You know, I just
major.
You know, I just keep a little something just in case.
Unlike,
I run into DJ.
Unlike some people, I got work. I got better things to do.
Sucks
with
to
my
be you,
time.
sucks to
I got
be you,
better things to
DJ.
do.
Challenge.
Sucks to be you, DJ.
He dropped responsibility on you. Oh, I would have played you, dude,
Hey,
but I got a job.
Normally people that do
That's a
that
good one, man.
is scared.
That's a good one.
Normally people that do that is scared, so they running from, you know.
It's effective though.
They running from,
We can play tomorrow.
you don't want to play
I'm
tomorrow.
off tomorrow.
Let's play right now.
You got to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You listening to what I'm saying?
That part. So let's play right to now.
Oh, I would be playing, dog, but I got to work. Y'all need to work it out with your schedules. Have your girl get with his girl. Y'all work it out.
What girl?
He don't want that pressure. He don't want that pressure. I heard you, Clark.
I told him himself need a companion.
I'm pushing the button.
No, it's Pamela. That's the girl.
All right.
Pamela.
All right. Meet me up the street. Is going down.
Challenge.
Are you Angela?
See?
Hey,
We went 2 days.
if the river don't rise and the creek don't crumble,
Right out.
As always, the good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Hope to talk to everybody on Monday. Y'all enjoy your weekend. And as always, go from this place in peace.